Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. That's what this hobby of ham radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all ham radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or the PL in your radio is not working properly, you can check in the Friday Night Fun Net base for the repeater output frequency to straight 195 simplex. If I hear you, I'll acknowledge you and check you in the net. This is the Friday, February 23rd, 2024 edition of Friday Night Fun Net. This net is being live streamed around the world via the internet on the YouTube. Mike, K9MED, and Rochelle is doing the honors. For those of you listening on the internet, you wish to check into the internet with the Mike K9MED, and he and her will relay your internet check-in via the radio. Also, if you're out in the States, you can hear the repeater, but you can get into it, but you can't hear it due to conditions. You're too far away from it, or you don't have internet access. You can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-MNMN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio if at all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take a short time of mobile stations. If you can't stay over the net, you got family considerations, or you're rather concentrate your driving, you're just passing through, you're rather concentrate your driving, you have something else going on that you can't stay over the net. I'll take your short time of mobile stations, and those of you who have traffic will do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take general check-ins. First, we'll take general check-ins in northern Illinois. Next, we'll take general check-ins in southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfast, bike rides, ham-fests, or marathons. Let's see. We'll do, after we get done with the check-ins, let's see. Okay, we'll do our usual features. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, digital, analog, APRS, FT8. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts this week? You know of any contests that are taking place this weekend? If you do, we would love to hear about them. Then we'll do our swap net. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies and ranch radio or computers? We'll definitely do that. Tonight's topic, I was going to bring up another topic tonight, but I think I'll save that till next week. Those of you who use cell phones and stuff, smartphones, all know all about the situation that took place yesterday morning with AT&T. I'm going to ask everybody what kind of phone you're using, whose telephone company you do business with, and then we'll see if amateur radio can play a role, if anything like this happens again. Hopefully it will not, for you people's sake. So, okay. I had 25 check-ins last week. I think everybody was out buying their pizza and pasta last week. So, okay. Okay, with all so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time remote stations? I'd like to check in tonight's net. Please call now.
W9JTC, gonna check in. Short time, Jimmy. Have a great net.
W9JTC, Jamie and Rockford. Okay, Jamie, you're kind of still under the weather, so you take it easy, and thank you for checking in and have a good evening. Any more short-time remote stations you want to check in? Please call now.
Alpha 9 Victor Uniform, Michael in Janesville. I don't have any traffic for a short time.
KD9MED, Mike in Janesville. Okay, Mike, I've got you checked in. So three, have a good evening and enjoy your weekend. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Any more short-time remote stations you want to check in? Please call now.
KC9QPL, Paul and Ellsberg. Short time 73 and be clear.
Stand by hotline. Paul, I've got you checked in. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. K9QPL, Palm Wells Park, I've got you checked in. Sorry, but the phone rang. That was John, K9DDF, and the Elgin that checked in on the hotline. He said he heard it on the radio, but he didn't hear it on the phone or whatever. So okay, he's checked in. One moment, please. Okay, do we have any more short-time remote stations? Want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Short time, no traffic.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Got you checked in, Tom. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. There was another station I think was trying to check in too. Other station, come back.
Hey, KD9DIY from Duran.
KD9ZIY, Seth. One of the new kids on the block, along with Corey, KD9ZTC. Okay, Seth, I got you checked in short time. 7-3, you have a good evening, and thanks for checking in. Okay, any more short time remote stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 6 stations checked in. If you count KC9 DDF John that checked on the hotline on the phone. So, okay, let's move on to general check-ins. At this time, I'll take any general check-ins from Northern Illinois who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call K9GCR.
KD9MED, Dale.
KD9VBX.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net, Central and Freeport. Okay, KD9YBG, Dale and Rockford have got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. KD9VBX, Erica in Janesville. I've got you checked in, Erica. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. And you're sounding good tonight. You must be feeling better. Thanks for taking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. One more time, do we have any more stations, general checkers from Northern Illinois? I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net.
K9FEO.
K9FEO. Okay, Justin, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes to the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general checkers from Northern Illinois that like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle, I've got you checked in, Mike. I'll get back to you in a few minutes at the roundtable, and of course, let me know if we have any internet check-ins. So, okay, sounds good. Thanks for taking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, we got a good turnout from Northern Illinois. Let's see if we can get just a good turnout from Southern Wisconsin. Any stations in Southern Wisconsin would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KC9RGG, Norm, Orfordville, Wisconsin.
K9RGG, Norman, Orfordville, Wisconsin. I've got you checked in, Norm. I'll get back to you in a few minutes at the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin would like to check in? Please call now.
KD9MED, Kilo Delta 9er, Zulu Papa Golf, John in Beloit, Wisconsin.
Okay, I got two stations checking. KD9ZBG. I've got also one of the other new kids on the block, and then in Beloit. I've got you checked in, John. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around there. Thanks for checking in. There was another station trying to check in. Other station, come back, please.
K9ZIP, Joe in Janesville.
K9ZIP, Joe in Janesville. I've got you checked in, Joe. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around there. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
This is Whiskey India 9 Hotel Foxtrot. Good evening, Jimmy. Chad in Janesville.
W9AXD, Chad in Janesville. I got you checked in. What in the hell happened to you? Yeah, you sure sound different now. You come down with a cold?
Yeah, it's Erica's cold she gave me. So I guess if you're in love, you share everything.
You sound as if I'm talking to somebody else, or you don't. I know it's you, Chad. I'm just giving you a hard time, but you don't sound like yourself. Okay, get over your cold, Chad. We'll get back to you in a few minutes around here. Well, thanks for taking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, it is Friday Night Fish Friday night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, tavern, eats their catfish, buffalo, carp, northern pike, walleye, muskie, crappie, or bluegills. You cheese lovers, reading those of you in the Milwaukee area, you're eating your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, and braunschweiger. Of course, your cheese lovers eating some of that famous Wisconsin cheese. Okay, at this time, I'll take check-ins from anywhere in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin. I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now.
And 9 GLB, 1 and 9.
K9GLB, Dave here in Freeport, about a mile east of me, lives north of beautiful downtown Freeport. Okay, Dave, you're one and done. Got you checked in. Southerly, have a good evening. Talk to you down the log. Thanks for taking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Oh, there be no further check-ins at this time. I'll get to the traffic. I do have quite a bit of traffic here. First of all, this is the first Friday Night Fun Net. I'm using a brand new antenna. I am using a Diamond super gainer, SG or Sheriff Call 7900, 2-meter 440 antenna. I'll tell you what, from my end, it definitely works beautiful. I didn't know I was going to get one until last Saturday afternoon. And Justin and Kevin, K9, they went up to HRO Milwaukee, and they bought a lot of stuff, not only for themselves, but it turned out they bought some for me as a gift. Brand new antenna. It definitely works beautifully. They came over here Monday night. They were here during the 7 o'clock Monday night robbery. Everyone that connected the antenna. It works beautifully. I want to thank Justin, K9FDO, and Kevin, W9KLG, for doing that for me. Also, stand by. I have another announcement. Okay. Now, the following day, Tuesday morning, Justin, K9FDO, came over around 8 o'clock. He renewed my ham radio license for me. It took him a half hour to do this. Everything was kosher, as they say in the Jewish faith, and what have you. I'd answer a stupid security question. What street did you live on when you were in the 3rd grade? I lived in a town of Rydot. And back then, we didn't have no street addresses. We just had P.O. box numbers. But it took him about a half hour. And I'm happy to report Justin informed me the next morning that my license went through on Wednesday morning. So my current license will expire on May 19th, 2024, and my new license will take effect that day, and it will run until May 19th, 2034. So I'm good to go for another 10 years. 10 more years of the Friday Night Fun Net. Thanks to Justin K9FDO for doing that. Well, I told Mel and RPN about this. He said that May 19th, 2034. He said that's the date of his 98th birthday. And a lot of people were checking the Wednesday evening swap net and wished him a happy birthday. Go figure. Okay. Okay, I got one more announcement that I want to make. One moment, please. Oh, yes, I've got to read this. Greater Beloit Hampshire Radio. I forgot to do this last week. Greater Beloit Hampshire Radio Club is celebrating their 60th anniversary. They're having a special event station. The call sign is Whiskey 9 Bravo. They're broadcasting from anywhere from 10 meters to 80 meters. Now through February 29th. It'll be next Thursday. It'll be the 29th, leap year day. So if you haven't made contact with that station, I haven't. So try to make a contact with that station in Beloit, Whiskey 9 Bravo. So okay, that's all the traffic I've got to pass along. Anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along with the Friday Night Fun Net?
K9KZT with traffic, just got home. Go ahead, Jimmy.
K9KZT, Larry and Robert, the king of the digital, king of CW. Okay, go ahead with your traffic, Larry.
2 items. The ham swap meet this year will be May 19th, Sunday, 9 to 12, same place, at YMCA Camp Winnebago, just north of Rockford, on North Main Street. And rain or shine, and we'll be having more details as time goes on. Also, the chat net, a new network just for talking, will begin on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. starting in March. And hope to see you there. See what it's like. Back to net control. Thank you, Jim. Have a good net. Good night. Short time. K9KZT.
You're welcome, Larry. Thank you for checking in, and thank you for letting us know about this new chat net. That'll take place beginning in March on every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. on this repeater. Definitely looking forward to that. Larry, thanks for checking in. Okay, does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along?
K9JPP with traffic.
K9JPP. Go ahead, Joe.
Good evening, Jimmy in the net. Just to let everyone know, March 5th is the Rockford area Skywarn training from the National Weather Service. It's at March 5th at 6:30. It's a good idea that if you're going, you register. Also, we're going to try to sit together as a group. It's important for the National Weather Service to see that we're still a united group and we're still here. Also, on March 9th, you're welcome to meet us for coffee and donuts. Right now, I've got it at Dunkin' Donuts on 11th Street. I may move it to Doughboys on 11th Street. It depends on how many people actually want to show up, but I'll supply the donuts, you guys supply your coffee. With that, I'll pass it back to Jimmy, K9JPP.
Thank you very much for that information there, Joe, about the weather spotter class at Cherry Valley Fire Station on March the 5th. So that sounds good, and hopefully you get a good turnout on March 9th. As with the deepest regret that I announced, I will not be able to attend because that's the same day as our monthly Steve's County Repeater Association meeting. So unfortunately, I hope you get a good turnout. I'm sure you and Justin can keep me posted as to what's happening. But good luck. I hope you guys get a good turnout on a huge turnout on the night. Thanks for checking in, Joe. Any more? Does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay, let's go ahead to our regular weekly features here on the net. Now we're going to go with the Friday Night Fun Net. Let's get these papers out of the way here. Okay, we did the traffic. Now we're going to do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. This is where anybody is free to ask any technical questions. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, digital, mobile, APRS, FT8, and what kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? Do you have any technical questions? Please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring for the net? Okay, no technical questions, so we'll move on. Okay, now let's go with the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts this week? And do you know of any contests that are taking place this weekend? If you do, we would love to hear about them. Anybody have any DX reports or contest information you'd like to pass along? Okay, Kerry, K9MED hasn't checked in this net as of yet. Hopefully everything is okay with them. So okay, we'll just move along with the swap net. All lines to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to the hobbies of amps, radio, or computers. All lines to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. It may mention price over the air, but the haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swap net traffic they'd like to pass along?
Yeah, this is KD9ZTG.
Okay, wait just hold on, John. Just starting to put my papers away there. Okay, just a minute. Okay. KD9ZPG. Okay. John, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I am interested in a beginner / mobile HF antenna, ham sticks, NFEDs, things of that nature. If anybody has any extra stuff of that laying around that they want to get rid of, I'm interested. You can contact me by my email on my QRC page, either by WinLink email or the other one that's on there. They're both good. Call sign is KD9ZPG, Kilo Delta 9R, Zulu Papa Golf. Name's John. I'm here in Beloit and willing to come to you as well. Back to the net.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking your first swap net night there, John. KD9ZPG, John in Beloit is looking for a beginner's HF antenna. If you have one you're not using, you'd like to get rid of, you can contact John at his QRZ or whatever, and K9ZPG. Does anybody have any questions for John? Well, I guess not, John. Sorry to have to tell you that. Hopefully somebody will get in touch with you soon. If anybody has an antenna they're not using, they can let you know. Thanks for checking into the swap net. I'll get back to you a few minutes in the round table. Okay, does anybody else have any swap net traffic they'd like to pass along? Okay, we're moving right along here tonight, folks. So, okay, let's, before we get to the round table, are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please go now.
South Rockford, no traffic, short time if I could be.
W9 KLG, Kevin in Rockford on his way to work. Okay. Kevin, I got you checked in short time. Son 3, have a good evening. Drive safely when you're during your work night tonight. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations you wanted to check in? Please go now.
KD9MED was an internet check-in.
Okay, Mike, K9MED, go ahead.
Okay, Jimmy, if you haven't checked in Matthew, it'd be Kilo Delta 9er, Hotel Whiskey Kilo, 89 HWK.
KD9HWK, yes. I never met him in person, but I used to talk to him. He used to check into this net when he was in the area. He used to check in every Monday night on the K9RFD Radio Club net on 146730. That means every Monday evening at 8:30 p.m. on that repeater. That repeater is available 100.0 Maya Sauce at the 146730. Okay, I've gone down for now. IC internet checking. Matt, good hearing from you. So thank you for checking in. And Mike, thanks for that internet check-in.
Okay, Jimmy, yeah, he's checking in from Tennessee tonight.
Yeah, that's where he moved down. He moved down there. I think it was early last year or something like that. Yeah. Okay, Mike, thanks. Okay, I don't want to leave anybody out. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please go now. Okay, the round table tonight Those who use cell phones, smartphones, or whatever phones you use know what happened yesterday with AT&T with their nationwide outage. So, okay, I'm going to ask everybody what kind of a phone you're using and what telephone company do you do business with. I wonder if anything that ham radio can get involved with. Dale, KD9YBG, what kind of phone do you use and what phone company do you do business with?
KD9YBG. I got Verizon on cell phone. We've had it for quite a while. I didn't have any power outage on mine. I didn't know anything about it until you see it on the television. Other than that, it's been okay. I'm not real crazy about cell phones. I kind of think about sometimes getting rid of it and use the wife's phone once in a while and just use ham radio. KD9YBG, back to that.
Hey, I'll tell you what you do. You go to a garage sale or yard sale sometime, you see an old landline phone. By all means, get it. Buy it. Call the phone company, wherever you do business with Verizon. I'm sure they'll send a technician out to install your landline phone. I don't blame you. I tell people, you're going to get a cell phone fine, but keep your landline phone just in case. Thanks, Dale, for checking in. Okay, KD9VBX, Erica. What kind of a phone do you use and what telephone company do you do business with?
Well, we are smartphone users. I have an iPhone 12. It's not the latest and greatest, but it gets me through. I do not like the update for the software on my phone. We had update to iOS 17, this something point whatever, this week, and it's making me really grumpy. But hopefully they'll get the bugs fixed and it'll be better. Of course, you never know whether it's going to fix the bugs and create more. We use Spectrum up here in Wisconsin. We're up in Wisconsin, and one thing you have an excellent point, Jimmy, about get a landline, which we have, but some companies like AT&T will not install. They will do the installation outside, but begrudgingly, and they will not make service into the house. And we found out the hard way. We couldn't, first of all, my grandfather had problems in his landline, and AT&T wouldn't come out and fix it. They said, well, it works on our end outside, and you're going to have to pay $200 or something crazy to have us come in and fix your 1972 wiring or whatever it was. So AT&T wouldn't do it at all for us. So we went to Spectrum, and the AT&T folks said, Spectrum won't do it either. Well, yeah, a lady came over and installed it in 10 minutes. So do your research. I appreciate my cell phone, but I don't live on it. This is speaking from a younger person's point of view. I didn't grow up with cell phones. I remember the rotary ones that you rented from the phone company. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I would like to say a shout out to KD9ZIP, because I haven't talked to you in eons. Back to net, KD9VBX.
Okay, Erica, sounds good. Yeah, if that's the way they're gonna treat you, I tell them that. Stick it up here, you know what? I'm taking my business someplace else. I'd let them know that too. So, okay, Erica, sounds good. Hey, thank you for checking in. Now, K9FDO, Justin, I'm sure you have a story that you like to tell. What phone company do you use? What phone do you use? Of course, I already know about that. And who is your phone company? Okay, Justin, go at it.
K9FDO, yes, I had AT&T, and
somewhere 2, 3 a.m. or something like that. The phone service cut out. No texting, no calling, no internet, nothing. I had a paperweight. It was, I believe, about noon, somewhere in there, where service came back and was working right. But it was very strange. I don't know what that was about. Of course, they've come out with it now, but at the time, I mean, what are you supposed to do? When your phone shuts down, you don't have anything. So I made sure I had my radio with me, and I stayed in contact all day, just in case I needed it. And I don't know, just horrible, I guess you could say. I mean, that's a lot of people's lifeline, their way to emergency services, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, that was a nightmare situation, Jimmy. K9FEO, back to net.
Yes, and your mother had a terrible situation there, too. Fortunately, it ended well for her, or she would have been real serious trouble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that that's over with, but it could very, very easily happen again. If that was just a software glitch, imagine if we had anything worse than that going on. You know, something with the country or anything. I mean, if cell phone communication is brought down that easily, who knows what could happen. K9FEO, back to net.
Well, you ain't kidding, especially in North Korea, Communist China, Russia, Iran. Who knows? Yes. Okay, Justin, thanks for letting us, for checking in and giving us your, telling us what happened yesterday. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle. What kind of phone do you use, and who is your telephone company?
KD9MED here. Yeah, well, I got an old school iPhone 12. You know, it's several revisions back from whatever they got out today. Still reliable, and it's with Verizon, of course. Let's see, brief reset here. And yeah, I did put up something on my Facebook page that now would be a good time to be acquainted with your local amateur radio operator, especially when you have the phones going down. I think if we look back, pretty much the same thing happened several years ago. Brief reset. So yeah, I don't know what the case was last time, and I suppose it was a software glitch or whatever that took out the phones this time. But you're right, Jimmy, with everything that's going on in this world right now, there's already plenty of evidence out there that there's a lot of people that want to do harm to us. So yep, amateur radio is a good thing to know, and amateur radio operator is a good person to know at this time. KD9MED, back to net.
Thank you very much for that comment. We would, yes, it very much. When all else fails, there's always amateur radio. Been that bad way for over 100 years. Yes, so okay, sounds good. Thanks for your comment. Yeah, back in 2009, we had that 911. We had somebody cut a phone line down in the I think it was in Putnam County, and what have you. I participated in the actual disaster. It was not real. It was a real thing. As a result, this is why the bi-monthly hospital radio system test was started back then. Yeah, Putnam County down Bureau County had no 911 service. I was definitely involved in that. So, okay. Thanks for checking in there, Matt. Let me know when you get any more internet check-ins. Norm, K9RGG, what's going on with you? What kind of telephone do you use, and what phone company do you do business with?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Jim, first off, I'd like to say back in the late 1940s, I remember a phone in our house. It came in any color you wanted as long as it was black, and you just picked it up and a lady said, "Number, please." And you gave her the number and you were connected. I still remember that number. 1776R. That was it. That's all we had to do. We were on a party. So I've still got a landline. I wouldn't be without it. But I do have a cell phone. It's an iPhone SE. That's the smallest iPhone you can buy. I only use it when I'm traveling. It sits in the drawer here in the kitchen. I turn it on in the morning at breakfast, and I check any voicemails, and then I turn it off. So that's my experience with cell phones, and we use U.S. Cellular out here in Orfordville because they're the only people that we can contact the towers with. So back to you, Jim. KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
Okay, Norm, sounds good. I remember when I was a little kid growing up in Rydon. Mom and Dad used to have an old wall phone. It was one of those crank telephones, too. You picked up the receiver, you turn the crank to get a hold of the operator. And I think our number, well, I don't know. 3 shorts, 1 long, or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying that. And we were on the party line too. Whenever anybody dialed our number, that party line number, every phone on that line, including ours, rang. So it was just like the fire department when they had the old fire phones there too. But if you want to know what was going on, you picked up the receiver and you listened to your neighbors talking. They say in a small town, everybody knows everybody and their business.
You got it, Jim. I had a friend of mine that went to college down in Missouri, and this was back in the 1960s. And he said the phones down there, you could pick it up and just tell the operator, give me the barber shop, and you get connected. So it's been downhill from there, Jim.
Boy, ain't that the truth. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When we finally got the regular phones, they took out the old wall telephone, and he couldn't, the dial system was not installed. You push a button, the dial, and you ask the operator. I remember one distinct number, County Red 102. That was the number of the Friendly Village Tap in Rydon. When my dad went over there to stay too long, Mother would call that number, and she said, it's County Red 102. She talked to Dad. She said, yeah, you get home quick as possible then. She was mad when he stayed over there too long. That's all I'll say about that. Then the dial system came along, and we were able to dial our numbers. Let's see. Let me reset. Then let's see. Our phone number was Alpha Delta 31903. It was at Adams, and that was the Freeport area. And Cedarville, there was a J.O. for Johnson. Then later on, they changed it. We got the 2-3. I think in the Rockford area, one of the numbers they had like Woodland, the 96530. That was my grandmother's house there. And then we ended up getting the 233 number and what have you. So that's a little history of the phone system as I remember it. Norm, I better let you go so you can hit the sack. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend.
Great memories, Jim. Great memories. KC9GCR, KC9RGG, and yes, I'll be hitting the sack.
7 Norm. Okay. KD9ZPG. John, a new kid on the block, and boy, what kind of phone do you use, and what phone company do you do business with?
KD9ZPG. I got a Google Pixel 6 with AT&T, but I think I slept through whatever issues happened, and so I was pretty unaffected. I probably, once this Google phone dies, I'll probably try and get away from them. I'm trying to de-Google my life now. They are less than a shadow of the company they used to be. But with all that stuff that happened, I like that my parents instilled in me having options. My dad will still bring out the map and tell me to get off Google Maps and stuff just to look at the map and learn it that way, because what if everything else, fails or whatnot? He's definitely one of those people. And but also being a child of the internet age, I also love the computing power that these things have. Definitely have their weak points, but I like them a lot. But I definitely don't want to be fully reliant on them, which is also another reason I got into this hobby. 50% for real world reason and 50% just for the fun of it. And so far loving it, and just seeing more and more reasons why this stuff is so important. KD9ZTG, back to the net.
Yes, it is, John. Very important. Very, very important. As you find out during severe weather season there, and you, I don't know if you're going to be, if you want to become a storm spotter, weather spotter, or not there, but look up when your weather spotter class will be held in your area, or you can come down there to Illinois, like to Rockford or the Freeport to participate in that too. Yes. Definitely very important there. So, okay. John, thanks for checking in. Joe, K9ZIP in Janesville. What kind of phone do you use, and what phone company do you deal with?
This is K9ZIP. Good evening, Jimmy in the net. I use an iPhone 14, and that's on U.S. Cellular's network. I also have a Galaxy phone that's on Spectrum. I have that not because I'm that into cell phones, but Spectrum gave me a free line and a free phone when I changed my service, upgraded. My bill went down, my speed on my internet went up, and they gave me a free phone, so I got that. I think I pay $5 monthly on it, so it's not truly free. Beyond that, we got Spectrum here, landline, which that's voice over IP. By the way, interesting little thing. Not really attached to cell phones. I like them like everybody, but I don't really think since they become smartphones, I don't think they're the greatest thing for society. In fact, I refer to mine as a Babylonian rectangle of death. People spend a lot of time scrolling TikTok, Instagram. They call it a death stroll. That aside, my service wasn't affected by the outage. Quick reset. Although during the day I wouldn't notice because I usually put it on Do Not Disturb while I'm working, so I can just check for calls every couple hours if I am expecting something. Anyhow, K9ZIP, back to net.
Okay, Joe, sounds good. Hey, thank you. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. I heard you on Chad's net last night there, so okay, I'm going to get you in a minute there, so... 7-3, you have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Okay. W9AXD Chad, I don't know what you're called. I don't know if you want to talk or not, but do you use the same phone system, your phone company, as Erica, or what? This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, and the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net, Central and Freeport. W9AXD, Chad, are you there, or did you give up for the evening?
I never give up, Jimmy. You know that.
Okay. Do you use the same phone company as Erica, or what kind of phone do you use, or what do you do?
Yeah, we have a plan on Spectrum. We get, now it's $19.95 a month because, everything goes up and service gets less. But Spectrum is probably the cheapest thing around. don't really have any issues with it. And we're probably one of the very few that actually have a landline phone. That's through Spectrum also. And, you know, technology, I don't like technology anymore. I think I like it 30 years ago, 40 years ago, was just a phone hanging on the wall and pick it up, dial a number, and that's the end of that. So, like Erica said, you know, with the phones, the new iOS version, 17.31, that has more bugs than the other version. So the more technology gets advanced, the more I hate it. The only thing that works good for me at the moment are my radios. So they're probably my best buddies for technology. Although the one wasn't very happy with me when I was lazy and tried to reset the controller on the Motorola CAT controller and shorted out the outside of the barrel connector against the binding post and shorted out a voltage switch and the repeater. So I got it back on the air, a different unit. So I'm actually going to buy a brand new KD9MED machine and a brand new controller. So the system's going to be all brand new, other than the duplexer. So looking forward to that. So that's my story on technology and phones. You know, with this cell phone companies going down, my first thought was, is China or Russia trying to do an experiment to see how much they can take out and how easy it is, like a test run. And then if it works, then they can go after everybody. I think their goal is to eliminate communications in the whole country so they can invade us. Yeah, I'm probably doomsday, sounds like, but I don't trust either one of them countries. But they can't take ham radio off the air. So, like somebody else said, I think it was Matt, I'm not sure, said, get to know your local ham operator, because they're going to be on the air no matter what. So, back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good, Chad. Thanks. Thanks for your comments and thoughts about that. And AT&T said, I thought they said something about it was a computer glitch or something. I don't know. Okay, thanks for Chad. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to let you go. You can rest. You can save your voice there. So I'll say 7-3, and thank you for checking in. K9KCT checked in short time. Joe, K9JPP, are you still there? What kind of telephone do you use? And what phone company do you do business with?
Let me quick sign out here, Jimmy. And if you could plug my simplex then for me, that'd be great. We'll catch y'all later. WI9HF clear.
Okay, Chad, sound good. 7-3, K-Son, G-Charlie, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. K9JPP, Joe, what kind of phone do you use, and what? And who is your phone company?
Jimmy, I use Verizon. I have an iPhone. And I remember the days when I could dial 4 digits and get my neighbors or somebody in my local town. I miss those days. You're talking about a landline phone. I've got one, but it's voice over internet, which is just as fragile as a cell phone. Unfortunately, Frontier, the phone company in my area, doesn't do copper lines anymore. Illinois passed a law 2-3 years ago, something like that, that phone companies no longer have to maintain copper lines. So I still have the lines in the yard, but they're not serviced. They're supposed to be coming through with fiber optic internet and fiber optic phone service soon, so we'll see when that happens, and I'll probably switch over to them from Comcast. But I believe in always having a backup. I grew up in the computer age. I do like technology. I know it has its quirks. And I'm a systems engineer, so I kind of understand what happened with AT&T yesterday. And good news is it wasn't a hack. It wasn't anything malicious. Somebody just made a mistake when they coded an update. And that's all it was. And that's all it took. And unfortunately, with the way that their network's designed, all it took was one update in one spot, and it brought the whole network down. So they need to redo that. They need to do things in increments, not one spot can kill their network. But that's just my opinion.
Okay, Joe, sounds good. Thanks for your comments. Yeah, I got 2 landline phones here, and they have the exact same ring. One's the red phone. That's my Friday Night Fun Net hotline. By the way, did you hear that? Anybody hear that phone ring when John K9RFD checked in? Did you hear that phone ring, people? That's a real telephone ring, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. But yeah, I got 2 landline phones. The red phone, the late Ken Muto, K9KWF. I used to know that for many years ago in Ride Out there. So, but yeah, he got me that phone. He bought it at some sale somewhere. And this dark brown phone I got, I picked up out of the paper basket downstairs. Somebody was going to get rid of it, so I kept it. They had the exact same ring. And the phone, the wire is connected to a wall socket. So that I got the 2 phones are connected to one outlet there, and then I got a long wire that runs into the wall socket there. So that's my phone system here. Okay, that concludes. Oh, that's right. The W9KLG, he's on his way. He's checked in short time. So that concludes my list. Do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9YFT.
KD9YFT, good evening. I know you're down in Ogle County. So, and the topic is what kind of a phone do you use, and what phone company do you deal with?
Yeah, so I deal with Verizon, and I got an Android phone, and yeah, it's a pricey plan, so been pondering getting something a little cheaper.
Yeah, I hear you. Good luck. Oh, I forgot to mention my phone company is Frontier. That's who I do. My phone company is Frontier, and my cable provider is Comcast. So that's for sure. Okay. Thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net. K9YFD. You have a good evening. We'll talk to you down the hall.
Yep, you too. Have a good evening, Jim.
You're welcome. Do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
N4WGN, Bob here in Freeport, Jimmy Butler, Mall West of you.
N4WGN, okay, Bob. Thank you for checking in. Bob lives about a mile west of me. You're here in Freeport. I think we talked about this before, Bob, but what kind of a telephone do you use, and who is your phone company?
I just got a cell phone, Jimmy. It's through U.S. Cellular. I used to have a home phone, but people have my home phone number, but they always call me on my cell phone. So I got rid of the home phone. After 5 months and no phone calls on it, I figured, what the heck, I didn't need it no more.
This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. Okay, Bob. Well, that sounds good there.
Yeah, I mean, it's figured, cell phone I can take it anywhere I want. I've always got somebody available if somebody needs me, whatever, calls me, supports me, whatever. That's why I sacrificed the home phone. So anyway, how's the net going tonight? You get your million check-ins yet?
No, Not yet. You're checking number 22. I had one station checking on the phone, and one internet check-in. So you're checking number 22.
We gotta get going there, Jimmy. You're a little shy of 1 million this week.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, Bob, thanks for checking in. Maybe we'll talk to you later on tonight. If not, we'll talk to you down the line. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, Jimmy. You have a good one there, and I'm glad your net's going pretty good for you. KC9GCR and 4WJN.
Okay, sound 7-3, Bob. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations want to check the Friday night fun there this time? You're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, or grocery shopping, or the show. If you just turn your radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last hour, this is your chance to check the Friday night fun that remain within the region without traffic. Please call Case on GCR.
KD9MED with an internet check-in.
Checking in, no traffic.
KC9CFL, good evening, Mike. We're talking about, in light of what happened yesterday with the phone systems or what have you, I'm asking everybody what type of phone you use and who is your phone company. Do you have any, would you like to comment on that?
I have a cell phone through a company that was Total Wireless. They were just bought out by Verizon, and I pay $100 a month for 4 lines, unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited data. So, and I didn't have any problems yesterday. My secondary communication is I use email, which thanks to WinLink, I can email from just about anywhere. So, KC9, CFL, back to net control.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I have this is a radio nut show from Larry, K9KCT. You know you're on a radio nut when you talk to a friend over the telephone, and when you get done talking, you say 7-3 instead of goodbye.
I actually do that with some of my ham friends. Oh, I'm such a geek. Anyway, thanks a lot, Jimmy. I love the radio nut jokes.
Oh yeah, I do too. I'm just thinking about, I gotta come up with one here. So, okay, Mike, thank you for checking the Friday night fun net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend.
You too. Thank you for all you do, Jimmy. KC9, CFL will be clear.
KD9MED with an internet check-in.
Okay, the K9MED, go ahead, Mike.
Please check in, Patrick. Keep finding 9 silver dollars.
Okay, KF9SD, keep finding 9 silver dollars, Pat in Warren, Illinois. Got you checked in. Thank you for checking in. I know you're listening to the conversation. Thank you very much, Mike. Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check the Friday night fun at this time? Please go now. Okay, good topic tonight, folks. We'll see if we get more checks. Right now, we're going to do Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. This is for the benefit of those who are studying for their new ham radio licenses and what have you there. And we know that a lot of people listen to us because they can't listen to police communication on a scanner anymore unless you buy a very expensive digital scanner. You can still hear fire and EMS communications on the VHF high band analog. So, okay. Let's see. Let me get everything straight here. Okay. Okay, here we go. First question. Which of the following should be considered when selecting an accessory SWR meter. A, the frequency and power level at which the measurements will be made. B, the distance that the meter will be located from the antenna. C, the types of modulation being used at the station. D, all these choices are correct. Which of the following should be considered when selecting an accessory SWR meter? A, the frequency and power level at which the measurements will be made. B, the distance that the meter will be located from the antenna. C, the types of modulation being used at the station. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9ZPG, I believe that answer would be, hey Jimmy, Alpha.
You are correct, John. You are correct. Which of the following should be considered when selecting an accessory SWR meter? Correct answer is A, alpha, the frequency and power level at which the measurements will be made. SWR is the same everywhere along a feed line, but it is usually measured at the transmitter's connection to the feed line. An SWR meter is used to measure SWR and is often built in to the transceiver. If an external or standalone SWR meter is used, be sure it is specified for the frequency range in use so that it will make accurate measurements. And read the license manual, page 4-10. Just a minute. I may have read this question, or I'm going to read it again. What is the result of tuning an FM receiver above or below a signal's frequency? A, change in audio pitch. B, sideband inversion. C, generation of a heterodyne tone. D, distortion of the signal's audio. What is the result of tuning an FM receiver above or below a signal's frequency? A, change in audio pitch. B, sideband inversion. C, generation of a heterodyne tone. D, distortion of the signal's audio. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what is the result of tuning an FM receiver above or below a signal's frequency? Correct answer is D delta, distortion of the signal's audio. You will still hear the signal, but the audio will be distorted. Ham radio license manual, page 5-9. Okay, let's find some more here. Oh, I read that question. I'm not reading it again. I'll find another one here. Yeah, I think I read that one too. I'm going to move on here. Okay, what are the names of the electrodes of a bipolar junction transistor? A, signal, bias, power. B, emitter, base, collector. C, input, output, supply. D, pole 1, pole 2, output. What are the names of the electrodes of a bipolar junction transistor? A, signal, bias, power. B, emitter, base, collector. C, input, output, supply. D, pole 1, pole 2, output. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9ZPG, we'll give it another shot. I think that would be Bravo. D.
Okay, just stand by, John. There's another station trying to get in there. Let's give that other station a chance here. Another station, come back.
Jimmy, I'm going to take a stab at it. I'm going to say A, I believe.
that's not correct, Kevin. John, what do you say?
I'm thinking Bravo.
You are correct, John. You are correct. What are the names of the electrodes of a bipolar junction transistor? Correct answer is B Bravo, emitter, base, collector. The three electrodes of a BJT are the base, collector, and emitter. Hammer license manual page 3-11. Okay, Kevin, oh boy, W9KLG. We're talking about telephones and phone companies. What kind of a phone do you use, and who is your phone company?
W9KLG here. Yeah, I got a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, and I used to be Sprint, but now it's T-Mobile. But I don't know. Everybody tries to get me to get an iPhone, and I don't want them. I kind of don't even want my phone, really, to tell you the truth. But it works pretty good for getting a hold of people and stuff like that, even without the radio, you know. Alrighty, W9KLG, back to net.
Okay, Kevin, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. I don't even have any cell phones or smartphones or what have you. Okay. Hey, Kevin, thanks for checking in. Drive carefully. We'll definitely talk to you down the log. Okay, before we continue the trivia segment, are there any more stations that would like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now.
Kilo Delta 9, Quebec Victor Bravo, Brian in Roscoe, checking in short time, Jimmy.
Kilo Delta 9, Quebec Delta the Bravo, Brian. Okay, I got you checked in. Oh, by the way, I mentioned about the Greater Boyd Adams Radio Company, your 60th anniversary, and about the station that you're running there.
Fantastic. We are having such a good time with that, Jimmy.
That is terrific. That is terrific. And I think you got less than a week to go, too.
Yep, we got through the 29th, so through the end of the month, Leap Day. We finish up on Leap Day, but yeah, we got over 800 contacts already.
That is terrific. That is terrific.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of people are participating. Hope a few more jump on board. It's a good experience. You get a lot of pile-ups going.
Oh, I definitely believe that. With those kind of special event stations, you usually do.
Yep, and one of the guys did a really good job of putting a certificate together, so we can send that out after we're done.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see if I can find it. Well, of course, I don't know. Being so close, maybe not, but I'll see what I can do. Maybe I see about picking you up and listening for your call there.
Fantastic. Hope you can do that. So, all right. Well, thanks for letting me check it in short time here, Jimmy. I hope you're having... How many you got checked in so far?
25. You are check-in number 25.
That's a pretty good night, I'd say.
Yes, and we're the topic now. We're talking about telephones and telephone companies. After what happened yesterday with AT&T, I'm asking everybody what kind of phone do you use and what kind of phone companies do you do business with?
Well, right now we get our mobile service from Verizon. We only have mobile phones. We don't have any landline anymore. And we went with Verizon. I've been with them for probably 20 years or more.
Okay, I think I used to be with them too, but I think Comcast bought them out many years ago or something like that. So that sounds good. Okay, Brian. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the log.
All right, Jimmy, you have a great night. KD9QVB back to net control.
Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please call now.
9BWM, Jimmy.
N9BWM, good evening, Bruce. I haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. The reason is what I'm talking on now is a 2-meter magnet mount antenna snapped on my heat duct here in the house. So, yeah.
Sounds good. You're getting. I'm having no problem copying you whatsoever there, so that's good. We're talking about phone companies. I'm asking everybody what kind of phone do you use and what phone company do you do business with?
Well, I've got an AT&T landline that I've had the same number since 1983, and I also have a Verizon cell phone, and no, I didn't have any trouble with it the other day.
That's good, that's good. Does that landline phone still work?
Oh, yeah. Of course, what I mostly get is what you call it? Whatever you call that. The tone for fax tones.
I think you're saying, you mean telemarketers? Okay, I'll tell you what you do. Your phone rings, you pick up the phone. Wait for 1, 2, or 3 seconds. If you hear it click, hang up on them. That's telemarketers trying to, and then there's another few seconds where they start talking. That's what I do. I pick up the phone, wait. 1, 2, click, hang up.
No, you pick up the phone and you get a buzzing noise. Like it's a modem trying to hook up to your landline.
Okay, well, I don't get no buzzing noise. I just get I say hello, and I say 1, 2, and then I get like a click or something. I figure, time to hang up.
Yeah, they do that all the time too.
Okay, Bruce, you're sounding good. And if Brad, AH2I's been checking in lately. He hasn't checked in for a few weeks now, but if he checks in it tonight, I'll tell him you checked in.
Alrighty. Yeah, like I said, I haven't had this radio hooked up for quite a while, so maybe I'll have it on.
Okay, sounds good. I don't know what's going to happen there. About 3 or 4, about a month ago, Brad, myself, Justin, K9FDO, we talked about 2:15 the next morning. Brad was saying you tell Justin you got a little taste of the old midnight net there.
Yeah, I miss talking to him and Jerry and Scott.
Yeah, that's for sure. Scott let his license expire. Their N9SBJ. He kind of said that he wanted to know if he could still use the radio after his license expired. I told him no, absolutely not. You gotta renew your license. You got a 2-year grace period in which to do so.
Yeah. Well, mine's still good for a few years.
I just had my license renewed thanks to Justin K9FDO. He came by Tuesday morning around 8 o'clock. It took him about a half hour. So he renewed it, and he got Then he called me Wednesday morning, Wednesday, to let me know that it went through on Wednesday morning. So my current license expires, let's see, May 19th of this year. Then my new license will go until May 19th, 2034.
Well, then you got a few years before you have to renew it. Good deal.
During the Wednesday evening swap net this past Wednesday on the 3.9 repeater, Mel K9RFD was running it. I told him about how got my license renewed. I told him about May 19th, 2034. He said that'd be my 98th birthday. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people was teasing him. He said they wished him happy birthday, Mel. This is a true story. It actually happened on the Wednesday night swap net this week, I should say.
We're Roger. I'll let you go. I'm sure there's other people that want to talk to you.
Sounds good. If I hear Brad, I'll tell him you checked in. Southeast Bruce, have a good evening. Don't be a stranger. K9G Sheriff, of course, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
W9AXD.
W9AXD, good evening, Matt. What's going on with you?
Hey, Jimmy. Well, I'll tell you, your Freeport Pretzels won the regional against Rochelle. Both teams played a great game. Don't quote me on this, but I want to say it was like 82-77, Freeport 82, Rochelle 77, something like that. But they won. It was a great game. Both teams played really well, and so be proud of both teams. But congratulations to your Pretzels, Jimmy.
Thank you very much for letting me know there, Matt. We'll just watch the sports report tonight at 11 o'clock on Channel 39. They have that to overtime. They talk about high school basketball, whatever. We'll see the results there. Now, we're talking about telephone companies and the telephones. What kind of phone do you use, and who is your phone company?
I got Verizon for cell phone. I don't have a landline anymore. I had, I forget who it was, and they actually, they just stopped servicing it, and I could have went with AT&T to have it renewed, with the landline, but, it was just there for the alarm system for the house, and I got a different, I got a GSM system for that now, so that's wireless, and wireless is great until it doesn't work, and then what we have is ham radio.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Hey, Matt, thanks for checking in. Let me know what the score was. So I'll be watching the news later on tonight there. 7-3, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Have a good evening. Drive home safely.
Hey, roger that. 73, Jimmy. W9AXD, I'm clear.
Okay, do we have any more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. All right. I think I read this question. I don't want to read it again. We're back to Friday Night Fun Net trivia segment. So, okay, here's one. What is the disadvantage of air core coaxial cable when compared to foam or solid dielectric types? A, it has more loss per foot. B, it cannot be used for VHF or UHF antennas. C, it requires special techniques to prevent moisture in the cable. D, it cannot be used at below freezing temperatures. What is the disadvantage of air core coaxial cable when compared to foam or solid dielectric types? A, it has more loss per foot. B, it cannot be used for VHF or UHF antennas. C, it requires special techniques to prevent moisture in the cable. D, it cannot be used at below freezing temperatures. Anybody correct to answer this question?
W9AXD, so I'd have to say C, Charlie.
You are correct, Matt. You are correct. What is the disadvantage of air core coaxial cable when compared to foam or sound dielectric types? Correct answer is C, Charlie. It requires special techniques to prevent moisture in the cable. Connectors that conceal the coax core must be used with extra attention paid to waterproofing. Another technique is to pressurize the cable. And radio license manual page 4-17. All right. Okay. What is the minimum safe distance from a power line to allow when installing an antenna? A, add the height of the antenna to the height of the power line and multiply by a factor of 1.5. B, the height of the power line above ground. C, 1/2 wavelength at the operating frequency. D, enough so that if the antenna falls, no part of it can come closer than 10 feet to the power wires. What is the minimum safe distance from a power line to allow when installing an antenna? A, add the height of the antenna to the height of the power line and multiply by a factor of 1.5. B, the height of the power line above ground. C, 1/2 wavelength at the operating frequency. D, enough so that if the antenna falls, no part of it can come closer than 10 feet to the power wires. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what is the minimum safe distance from a power line to allow when installing an antenna? The correct answer is D delta. Enough so that if the antenna falls, no part of it can come closer than 10 feet to the power wires. Alright. Okay, last question of the evening. What are the toughest questions in your tech, general, or extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new ham radio operators, or those of you who are studying to pass your test, someday you're going to be involved in a tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground crew, the support crew. If they read the next VE testing session, whenever that takes place, if they read this next question about the reason you get it right, and this might be the clincher as far as getting your license. Okay, here we go. Under what circumstances it is safe to climb a tower without a helper or observer? A, when no electrical work is being performed. B, when no mechanical work is being performed. C, when the work being done is not more than 20 feet above the ground. D, never. Under what circumstances it is safe to climb a tower without a helper or observer? A, when no electrical work is being performed. B, when no mechanical work is being performed. C, when the work being done is not more than 20 feet above the ground. D, never. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Those of you who climb towers should know the correct answer to this question by heart.
KD9EPZ.
Go ahead, Al.
Ever.
This is K9G Star to Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater Rockford transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. You are correct, Al. You are correct. Under what circumstances is it safe to climb a tower without a helper or observer? Correct answer, D delta, never. Having a ground crew is important. Avoid climbing alone wherever possible because it's never safe. Ham radio license manual page 9-19. Okay, Al. We're talking about telephones and telephone companies. What kind of phone do you use, and who is your phone company?
I have a Motorola phone, and I'm with Xfinity Mobile, which is Comcast resale of Verizon service.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, okay, you haven't had any problems with it, haven't you?
No, I haven't had any problems at all.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, anybody, are your people showing up to help take care of you and what have you?
Still has the same problem. They're managing to cover about 8 hours out of 25. They just can't seem to get anybody who wants to come to Rochelle. I don't understand it, but no. All I can do is trust that they're trying.
Okay, sounds good. Oh yeah, I was talking to Justin today. He says he's been very busy. He was sorry that he's not able to come to your place there, but hopefully that'll be taken care of soon. There, I know. Actually, you want to give that coax to him, so and what have you. Want to have a look at that instead. So hopefully, if he gets time, he'll be able to come down to your place soon.
Okay, yeah, it's whenever you can get here. I'm available all weekend. I'm not going anywhere. I never go anywhere, Jimmy.
Okay, I will definitely let him know of that. Okay, Al. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll talk to you down the log. I'm sure we'll probably hear from you tomorrow night during the Saturday evening ride tune net.
Yeah, I'll try to be there. If I don't fall asleep in my chair like I just did tonight. And, fortunately, I woke up before the net was over.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Sounds good. Okay, Al. Thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Now.
I think we doubled, Jimmy.
Oh, sorry about that. Hey, I was asking for more stations anyway. You have any more stations you want to check in? Please go now. Okay, Al, 7 degrees. We'll talk to you later. Okay, now I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets in the area. And about less than a half hour at 10 o'clock, if you're able to pick up the 443.750 repeater in Chicago, PL 114.8 plus offset, the night watch net will take place. That net runs 7 nights a week. You can also pick up that net via CAD's W9AXD Repeater. That's on the 440.950 in Janesville. That has a PL 114.8 plus offset. You can. I was able to check into that net last night using Chad's repeater. So if you're not able to pick up 443.750, you can tune to a 440.950 Chad's repeater in Janesville. You can catch the night watch net. And now don't forget, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Saturday evening ride tune net. I believe, I don't know who will be net controlled tomorrow night, but we go around a few times ride tune. Net control has a subject they want to bring up. You want to talk about that, fine. If not, you can bring up something else. When we go around a few times, we go around talking about different stuff. That's what it's all about, rag chewing. And the Saturday Night Fun Net also takes place at 8 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee that has a PL of 127.3 minus offset. Well, actually, that repeater is located in New Berlin, Wisconsin. Yeah, a certain way you got checking the HUG or HU, or well, that's, I'm just saying an example. That's not the exact way you check it, but that's how it goes. And it's more formal than some of the topics they talk about. I wouldn't even dream of bringing it up on this net, that's for sure. We're an informal net here. Okay, Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere, Big Thunder Amps Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net. Now that net is the time of the net has changed. It used to be 8 o'clock. Now it's on at 7 o'clock. That's a check-in net, but give it a try anyway. I usually check in that net. Let's see. Also at 8 p.m. Just a minute. No. We're not doing that right. 7:30 p.m. on Sunday evenings on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with a PL 123.0 minus offset. Greene County Aries Racing net is held. I believe this Sunday will be Brandon KD9TNU in Monroe who runs the net. He and Scott, K9YI in Monroe, share to use the net control operator. It's a combination of Aries Racing net and a rag tune net. You know what I mean. Then at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling, that PL 114.8 minus offset, right? The Whiteside County Aries Racing net is held. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. here on this repeater, the Monday Night Rah-Rah Info net is held. Larry K9KCT and I share to do as a net control operator. He ran the net last week. I'll do it this. He ran the net this past Monday, and I'll do it this coming Monday. The Lee County Aries net is held Monday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon with PL 82.5 minus offset. The Milwaukee Amps Radio Club holds its Monday evening net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb with a PL 100.0 minus offset. Okay, let's see. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. On this repeater, you got the Health Tech and Social net with Larry H9GO and the Roxanne's your net control station. They ask everybody how they're doing health-wise. Anybody has any technical traffic or any traffic they'd like to bring before the net. At the same time that net is underway, the Rock County Aries Racing net is held on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville with a PL of 123.0 minus offset. Now, Tuesday evenings at 8:30 p.m., the Ogle County Hams net is held. That's held on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon. That has a PL of 146.2 plus offset. If they have time, they'll do a brief simplex net on 145, let's see, 146.595 simplex. I was with my new antenna, I was able to get into Sterling for, who was it? Yeah, Lloyd, AB9APW, EC for Whiteside County and IMA Region 2 was able to pick me up. So then when they get done with that, they'll switch back to the 147.165 repeater for the 9 o'clock Ogle County Aries Racing Net for Aries Skywarn. Okay, now Wednesday evenings. Now, Larry, K9KZT announced this at the beginning of the net, or shortly afterwards tonight. There's going to be a brand new net making its debut. It will be it'll take place on Wednesday, March the 6th at 7 p.m. on this repeater. I don't know what the name of the net is, but it's going to be a great net. By all means, do check into that one. A brand new net debuting on March 6th at 7 p.m. on this repeater. Also at the same time, we have our weekly Siemens County Aries net on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport, PL 114.8 Los Angeles. I'm the net control of that net. Oh, it's the chat net, the chats net. That's the name of that new net that's going to debut on Wednesday, March 6th, 7 p.m. on this repeater with Larry K9KZT, your net control operator. Okay, at 7:30 p.m., the Greater Boyd Amps Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd with a PL 123.0 plus offset. Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have the Wednesday evening swap net. Mel, K9RFD, and I share duties as net control operator. Mel ran the net this past Wednesday, and I mentioned about my license being renewed thanks to Justin K9FVO. The new license will expire May 19, 2034. He said that's my 98th birthday. That's what Mel said too. Everybody was teasing him and checking the net. They wish you a happy birthday. Okay. Also, Mel brings us Hampshire Radio Newsline. 15-minute independent news broadcast of whole entire to Hampshire Radio. Okay, now don't forget. Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater. You got the Rockford Metro Skywarn that takes place. I ran the net last night. I had 10 check-ins. Justin K9FVO ran the net last Thursday night. And I don't know who will run the net next Thursday night. We'll see what happens. But we're getting the Skywarn back in operation, folks. Hope we get a good turnout. I think we have enough net control operators. We need spotters. So by all means, and I'm sure that Joe K9JPP let you know about the weather spotter training net on Tuesday, March 5th at Cherry Valley Fire Station. Then also the DeKalb County Aries Group holds its Thursday evening net also at 7 p.m. on a 146.730 repeater in DeKalb with a PL 100.0 for my offset. Now, don't forget, at 8 p.m. on Thursdays, Chad, W9AXD has his Rock County Simplex net. That's on 146.415 Simplex. He did something different last night. He tried to link it up with on his repeater with 144.0.950 repeater. It was okay, but I think something happened. He had to give up on it. But I don't know how many check-ins he had last night, but that's a good net. By all means, check into that Rock County Simplex net. Tomorrow, Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. on 146.415 Simplex. Okay, the senile net is held every day, Monday through Friday, 1,400 to 1,500 hours, Zulu, or 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. local time, on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck, WD9MED as your net control operator. Okay, and now you're all caught up to date on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any AM radio club, by all means support your local club. Now, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, I'll tell you what, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my honorary check-ins. Let's see. N9ARB, Tony, REC here in Stevenson County. HC honorary check-in, and this better have Tracy. N9CAB, HC honorary check-in. Okay, and we mustn't forget the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club south of Rockford. A9, Silver Fox, Scott, at the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club south of Rockford, honorary check-in. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9ZO in Belvedere. Okay. Okay, he didn't check in tonight, but I'm going to put him down as an honorary check-in. Corey, KD9ZTZ. Corey in Rockford, the son of Kevin W9KLG, HC honorary check-in. Okay, well, he checked in last week for the first time, but I don't know what happened, so I'm going to put him down as an honorary check-in. All right. EC9KZ, HC honorary check-in. That's a Mike in Rockford. Okay. AC9GO. Larry in Rockton, HC honorary check-in. KD9YUM, Verna. Larry's better have HC honorary check-in. KD9YUK, Tony, HC honorary check-in. Before I continue, are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, I'll go ahead and check in K9FLO, Dean. That's the second Friday he's missed. HC honorary check-in and KD9N. Kurt, HC honorary check-in. I got room for 3 more, so I'm going to do my honorary Stevenson County check-in. N9WSQ. George, he's down in the Gulf Shores, Alabama. HC honorary check-in. KD9LOA. Brandon, Rolina, HC honorary check-in, and KD9OVJ. Jonathan McConnell, HC honorary check-in. All my papers all filled up. I'm going to have, if I need any more check-ins, I'm going to have to turn the page. Do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net at K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. All right, you know, in case he doesn't check in, I better put him down. Number 43, K9YI. HC Honore checking, he might check in before I close down the net, but I thought I better put him down anyway. Okay. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now. Okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun net Central Facebook page. Contact, let's see. Contact Ricky WX9RLT. Oh boy, I didn't put him down. Or Brad AH2I, and they'll get you signed up. We had 168 stations checked in. That's the last report I heard. Go to Friday Night Fun that Central Facebook page, punch in your call sign, follow instructions, and you're in business. You can listen to this net after it's posted. You can listen to last week's net about the pizza net, or the other the net that I did about ham radio etiquette. Listen to the Friday Night Fun net all day, every day, or all night, every night. It's Friday night, every night of the week with the Friday Night Fun net Central Facebook page. You listen to it all day or listen to it all night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You can't sleep, so you decide I'm gonna turn the Friday Night Fun net on and listen to that. Maybe. If that doesn't put you to sleep, I don't know what will. Next, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun net Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636. We had one phone call tonight. That was John, K9RFD Repeater. Usually checks in on the phone. Did you hear that phone ring, folks? While I was at the mic key, that's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony cell phone ring we've been talking about tonight. Okay. Okay, so if you want to sign up at the Friday Night Fun net Central Facebook page, contact either Ricky WX9RLT or Brad AH2I, and one of them will get you signed up. Okay. You'll see pertinent information about the Friday Night Fun. Then you see updated pictures of my Amtrak thanks to Justin, K9FVO. And you'll even see weather information. Okay, sounds good. And, oh boy, speaking of weather information, I forgot to do something here. Tuesday, March 19th, at 6:30 p.m., Highland Community College, Building Agents Hotel Room 201, Student Conference Center. National Weather Service in the Quad Cities will be putting on an in-person weather spotter class. It runs from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And when you get there, you do have to register. You'll see great videos, a presentation. You'll see Jones County Sheriff's deputy in his patrol car chasing a funnel cloud. You hear the radio traffic in the background. Impressive video and slide presentation. They'll be serving refreshments. They had over 150 people show up last year. We'll see how many people will show up this year. Once again, the National Weather Service in the Quad Cities will be putting on an in-person weather spotter class. That will take place at Highland Community College, Building Agents in Hotel Room 201, Student Conference Center. The class gets underway at 6:30 and runs to 8:30. You do have to register when you sign up. Highland Community College is located at 2998 West Pearl City Road here in Freeport. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who would like to check in? Please go now. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or input, or any of the traffic you'd like to pass along with the net?
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
KD9N, good evening, Kurt. What's going on with you?
Not too much, Jimmy. I actually just got downstairs here, and I thought I'd check in also. You were going through announcements, and one of the things I wanted to let you know is for the next rah-rah meeting, which is going to be March 8th, which is, of course, on a Friday, I'm going to be giving the presentation on repeaters. Why do we use them? What are they? And proper repeater etiquette. So that's going to be the program for March 8th. Again, it's repeaters. Why do we use them? What are they? And proper repeater etiquette. Over.
That sounds great, Kurt. That definitely sounds great. It'd be a great presentation.
You know, it's something that everyone should know at least a little bit. I'm not going to get into all the inner workings of repeaters per se, but you ought to know at least kind of what makes them up and understand why do we use them. You know, as a new ham, you might go, well, I hear everyone talk about repeaters, and we operate that way. I don't know why we use repeaters necessarily. And then there's proper do's and don'ts when you're on the repeater, so everyone should at least go through that a little bit.
You're absolutely right, and one thing I'm definitely guilty of is keying up too quickly. A couple weeks ago, I missed Paul K9QPL. I didn't know that till Richard N9ZO told me, and I'm one of the guilty ones.
Well, I think we all are. It's just something that, especially when you're talking to someone, when they let go of their key, it's kind of instinctive, though, that you press your push-to-talk button to get back to them, and we forget about that, about people maybe wanting to jump in either for a comment or just want to be recognized on a net or something like that. So that's probably, you know, it's not a real serious thing, but it's probably something that we all should really work at. Just taking half a second or a second before we key the mic.
Oh yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It sounds like a great topic there. We're talking about telephones here. I'm asking everybody what kind of phone you use and who your telephone company is. I did this in light of what happened yesterday with the AT&T. What kind of phone do you use and who's your phone company?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't remember who our phone company is, but to answer your question, we have a house phone, and then we also have, I have a cell phone. I don't use my cell phone all that much. I don't carry it with me all the time. There's a lot of reasons for that. Partly is when I'm talking to someone, or I'm trying to listen to them, I don't really like my cell phone going off. The way I kind of look at it is unless I won the Publishers Clearinghouse or something, or something happened to a family member, I really don't need to be interrupted. It's not that important all the time with text messaging and everything to interrupt something, and especially when I'm sitting at a restaurant. But regardless of that, I do carry it with me in the car in case something happens and I do have to use it. So that's how I feel. Sometimes it's a little distracting with other people, have their cell phone going off all the time, and I just don't think life is that important to be interrupted sometimes.
This is K9G starter Friday Night Fun and a K9RFD Repeater Rockford transmitting from Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. Oh yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. By the way, Dean, K9FLO has not checked in so far tonight.
Well, I talked to them earlier today, and they were going somewhere tonight, and I kind of thought either he'd be tired by the time he got home, maybe he didn't get home in time, so I kind of didn't expect him really to check in, but I have to call him tomorrow morning on the phone anyhow, so not a big deal, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good, Kurt. Yeah, I also mentioned about the Greater Boyd-Am Radio Club 60th anniversary and about that station that does Whiskey 9 Bravo. I think who was it? I think it was Brian. K9OVB Bravo was telling me. I think they had over, I don't know, 400, 500, 600 check-ins. They had a lot of check-ins so far.
Yeah, that's KD9QVB. And, yeah, I know they've had a lot. I didn't operate because I went through and I actually made the certificates. And someone who contacts them can go on the Greater Beloit Amateur Radio Club website, and you can just click a box there that you request the certificate, and you give them your email address, and then after this is all over, we're going to be filling out the certificates and sending them via email. But I originally, Dean and I went through and I made the certificate and ran it by him, and so that's what we did for it. Over.
Okay, well that sounds great. Nice getting those certificates made up and what have you. Yeah, I guess that's going to continue for at least another week yet until the 29th.
Yeah, it runs through the 29th. So anyhow, that's what we did. But yeah, you ended up and we got the certificates in the computer and everything else. So it'll be pretty easy to send them out then once we're done.
That's great. That's great. Okay, Kurt. Hey, thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. Yeah, that's a great topic going to be talking about in 2 weeks. Oh, by the way, before I let you go, I renewed my license thanks to Justin K9FDO. He came here the Tuesday morning. It took him a half hour to do it, and he told me it went through this past Wednesday morning, and my current license expires on May 19th, but the new license will go until May 19th, 2034.
You should be in pretty good shape by then.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. When I talked to Mel K9RFD about that during the swap meet, he said, that'll be my 98th birthday. So I guess he's approaching 88 now, but everybody was checking the swap net. They were wishing him happy birthday, Mel.
No, that'll be good. Well, glad you got that renewed okay. Sometimes that can be a little bit of a problem, but no, glad you got through all that then, Jimmy. Okay, well, listen, I'll let you go, and I'll be listening. KC9GCR, KE9M.
Okay, Kurt, sounds good. Thanks for checking in, 70. Have a good evening. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at? Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going on lockdown. Kerry K9MED was telling me he listens to the county jail frequencies on a scanner every night at 10 p.m. Dispatch radios, all the corrections officers, they say lockdown, lights out, time to put the jailbirds to bed. Nighty-night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
N9GBP, Greg in Rockford.
N9GBP, Greg. Hey, what's going on with you?
Well, I just got up to the radio here, so thought I'd better quick check in with you before you shut things down tonight.
Oh, yeah, I haven't shut down yet, so that's for sure. We're in light of what happened yesterday with AT&T. The topic tonight was I was asking everybody what kind of telephones do you use, who is your phone company, and what have you.
All right. Well, I'm using an iPhone that's it's a few years old. Not the latest and greatest model, but it gets the job done. And my service is through T-Mobile, and I don't know if they're the best, probably not, but I've been with them for years, so I haven't felt any need to change it. But I don't really use my phone a whole lot, so, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's the way it means with Greg. Yeah, I just got two landline phones. They have the exact same ring. They're both connected. The wire goes right to the wall there. So that's about it. They have the exact same ring too. So the red phone is my Friday Night Fun Net hotline phone. So Greg, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. Talk to you down the log.
All right, sounds good, my friend. I'll say 73 and talk to you probably this coming week here.
Sounds good. We got the radio net tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on this repeater if you want to check in. I don't know who will be net controls. We'll talk to you later. K9GCR, we clear. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
All right, N9GBP clear.
Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net this time. Please go now. Well, okay. This kind of wraps up our main business for the evening. I hope you enjoyed the topic tonight. Next Friday night, we're going to talk about the old electronics stores in Rockford. B&B Electronics, H&X Electronics, Allied Radio, and some of that other stuff. I was going to do it tonight, but in light of what happened yesterday, I decided I'll just wait and do that next week. So, okay. I want to thank Dan, N9DCH, the members of the 195 group, for allowing us to use this repeater to host the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to run down the list of stations of checked-in so far tonight. Myself, K9GCR, N9J, W9JTC, KD9VU, KD9QPL, K9DDF, John and Elgin checked in on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. H9NW, KD9ZIY, Seth, KD9YBG, KD9VBX, K9FEO, Justin, KD9MED, Mike, who's live streaming this net on the internet and recording it for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. K9RGG, Norm, KD9ZPG, John, and the boy, the new kid on the block there, K9GIP in Janesville, W9AXD Chad, also in Janesville. N9DLB, Dave here in Freeport, mile east of me, lives north of beautiful downtown Freeport. K9KZT, the King of CW, K9JPP, has some traffic reference Skywarn, weather spotting, W9KLG, Kevin, K9HWK, who checked on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. Oh, no, he checked on the internet, that's right. K9YFI down Ogle County, N4WGN. Bob, a mile east, west of me here in Freeport, K9CFL, KF9SC, Pat, K99 Silver Dollars, also in Warren, Illinois, checked on the internet. K9QDB, Brian and Boyd, N9BWM, Bruce, W3MBX, Matt, K9EPZ, Alan Rochelle. Now my honorary check-ins. Now wait a minute. Then K9N, Curtin, and Roscoe, he checked. I just put him down as an honorary check-in, but he checked in, so I crossed. He's a general check-in now, so okay. Now my honorary check-ins. N9ARB, Tony. N9TAB, Tracy is better half. AK9SF, Scott. N9CO, Richard and Belvedere. KD9, Zulu Tango Zulu, Corey. H9JZ, H9GO, K9YUM, KD9YUK, K9FLO. N9WSQ, K9LOA, K9OBJ, K9YI, Scott Monroe. WX9RLT, Ricky. And another check-in, regular check-in, N9GBP. Let me see. Okay, I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26, 27 on-air check-ins. Let's see. 1 hotline check-in, 2 internet check-ins, and let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 check-ins, a total of 45 check-ins overall. I think that's one more than I had last week. Okay, any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, and your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders, and your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your post office when you buy your stamps or envelopes. Be sure you tell your bank teller, your tax consultant, tax season is underway now, and your stockbroker. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell your members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins are better than that. Make sure to have valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse, take a knee, or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's as plain and simple as that. Okay, well, hopefully you enjoyed the net tonight as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Great topic. What telephone do you use? What phone companies do you use? Okay, this is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, in the region without traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, tune again next week, same time, same repeater, with another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR. Now closing on this Friday, February 23rd, 2024 edition of Friday Night Fun Net. and return the repeater to the frequency normal amps radio use at 10:14 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's see, 4 hours, 14 minutes Zulu time. This count, unofficial count of 45 check-ins. This is K9GCR saying 7-3 to all, and to all a good night. 7-3. This is K9GCR, be clear. KD9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it, Mike. 3 hour, 14 minute net, and an unofficial count of 45 check-ins overall.
I copy that, Jimmy. We'll get it clear, posted here in just a minute.
Okay, thanks for everything you do. We'll catch you next Friday night. K9GCR record. Good night.
All right, Jimmy. Good night. This is KD9MED clear.